Guys, I'm back with a new review, and today's review is going to be on the Neca Retro Cloth Victor Crowley figure. Now I'm going to go ahead and point out one complaint, and that's the hair on this guy. The hair is truly awful. I'll give you a close-up of it. The hair, like a third of it is just solid glue, where they glued it on, and it just looks terrible. And it wants to stick straight out. There's no way you can pose it, because most of it's glued down. So I'm going to have to remove this hair and completely redo it to get this figure to look right. That's just... yeah. The hair is not good at all. But other than the hair, the rest of the figure is not bad at all. God damn it, stay still. There we go. So I'm actually very surprised that we got a Victor Crowley figure. This is such an obscure character. I never thought we would actually get an official release of this guy. Which this isn't the first time NECA surprised us like this. We got a Dr. Decker figure in this same line. So I guess with the Retro Cloth line, they're able to take more risks and give us more obscure characters than they would in the Ultimate line. He comes with his hatchet, of course. The movie is called Hatchet. And the detail could be better. The handle is smooth, but there is a wood grain painted on. Not very well, but better than nothing. The blood on it isn't the best, though. The color looks a bit too bright. It looks more like red house paint than blood. But, oh well. He comes with a spare hand for holding the belt sander, which is almost as iconic as the hatchet is. And fun fact, there's only one gas-powered belt sander in the world, and it was the one that was custom made for Hatchet. I was curious about gas-powered belt sanders after I watched this movie, because it's the only one I'd ever seen or heard of, and I googled it, and yeah, it was something they custom made for the movie, which is pretty neat. And that's the blood looks a little bit better on this than it does on the Hatchet, and it does have a sandpaper texture on it, so that's pretty neat. And this is a retro figure, so it has actual overalls. And the boots on this guy, they actually gave him unique boots. Most of the retro figures have the same boots, but they gave him his own pair of boots. And from the chest up, the body is, of course, a brand new sculpted piece specifically for this figure. From the waist down is just a regular retro figure. He's got joints at the elbow. Joints at the, not the elbow, the shoulder. And a swivel at the shoulder. Bend at the elbow. Swivel and hinge at the wrist. Ball joint head. It's got a ball joint at the waist. And it's got joints at the hips. I don't know what kind of joints because I can't see them. And they kind of ratchet a little bit. I can feel it. Bend at the knee. And the ankles forward and back and side to side. Like I said earlier, the figure looks great except for the hair. The paint job is really nice. The overalls look really nice. A lot of the times, the retro figures don't really look too good next to the Ultimate figures. But in this case, he does. It works well. The cloth flows well. It looks nice. And he'll definitely look nice next to your Ultimate figure, which is where I'm going to be displaying this guy. And I want to take this hair off. I can't stand the way this hair off. I'm going to take it off and replace the hair. I took the hair off. It actually came off pretty easy. So yeah. There's a few glue spots on top of the head. I'll try to get those off. But it didn't damage the paint at all, which is good. Those white spots are just leftover glue. So, and you could theoretically leave him bald if you want to, just clean up the glue, because he does appear bald at the end of the first movie. Yeah, that looks a lot better, like a whole lot better. The hair I used was alpaca hair. You could probably find some mohair on eBay or Etsy for pretty cheap that you could use for this guy. You can even take hair off of a Michael Myers mask or something if you don't want to buy hair just for this figure. You might be able to salvage some of the hair that was initially on this guy and reuse that. Yeah, this new hair job just completely changes the look of this figure. It looks so much better now, and it actually looks the way it's supposed to look. So yeah, all in all, I love the figure, and I recommend it if you can rehair it. If you can't rehair it, then it's up to you if you can live with how horrible the hair job is. And maybe the hair on all of them don't look as terrible as mine did. The one I have was the first one I'd actually seen, like, other than the prototype. I haven't seen anybody else post these yet. So, yeah, hopefully all of them don't look like that, and they do, then you're going to have to rehair it to make it look right. I'm much happier with this guy after I changed the hair on him. He looks a lot better now. You know, I was actually pretty disappointed with him when I first got him because of how horrible the hair looked. But now that he has hair that looks the way it's supposed to, I really, really love this figure. I'm very happy with him. The hands are a bit rubbery, the plastic on them, which is a good thing, I guess. The hand for the belt sander, it holds it very well, very snug fit. The hatchet is a bit loose. It just wants to slide down, but since it is rubbery, you can kind of wedge it there under the pinky to hold at the lower part of the handle. If you don't, it wants to fall down like that. But anyways, that's about all I've got to say about this guy. I wasn't happy with him when I first got him, but after changing the hair on him, I'm very happy with him now.